Welcome everyone. This is some NHL15 gameplay and I'm your host, Overlord57. Now, as promised, I am bringing you the Winter Classic between the Washington Capitals and the Chicago Blackhawks. However, the Washington Capitals won the game, so we're going to see if we can rewrite history as the Chicago Blackhawks and beat the Washington Nationals in the Winter Classic. So we're going to go ahead and be the Blackhawks, and they are going to be the Capitals. So we're going to go ahead and play as the Blackhawks. And since it was a stadium game, we're going to go ahead and put our stadium jerseys on for both teams. There's their classic jersey, their home jerseys. Let me see if I can find her. Okay, so that's the one they'll use. Alright, so that will do that. Okay. We'll go ahead and adjust our difficulty from rookie to superstar. Period length is going to be 5 minutes. And everything else will stay the same. Yes, save our changes. And with that, we are going to have to do that again for whatever reason. Okay, Blackhawks, stadium jerseys, classic jerseys. Why is it still doing that? Superstar. Advance. Advance the gameplay. There we go. Okay. So we're going to be the Blackhawks, and they're going to be the Capitals. Players to watch out for tonight are definitely Alex Ovechkin for the Capitals. And since the Blackhawks have so much depth on their roster, Taze is someone to watch, Saad, Hossa. Basically, your two front lines are going to be players to watch out for the Blackhawks tonight. Backstrom is going to be another one for the Capitals to watch. So it should be a really, really interesting game. Now, the Capitals originally won the Winter Classic, as I said earlier, by scoring a goal with 12.9 seconds to go in the game, and that eventually lifted them to a victory. So here we go at the Washington Capitals hockey arena. There's the starting goaltender for the Capitals, as well as the Washington Capitals players. The Blackhawks are coming onto the ice now in their stadium jerseys, and it looks to be an intense and full-packed house today. Should be interesting. And there's the applause for the Washington Capitals. There's Corey Crawford, our starting goaltender for tonight. He looks to have a good game, as well as the starting goaltender for the Capitals. Alright, so there's Corey Crawford, and Braden Holtby for the Capitals will be the starting goaltender tonight. He has a .919 save percentage, which is one of the highest in the league. And here we go. The Winter Classic is underway. Washington will win that face-off. And it'll be taken back up the ice and right on in with a shot. Here comes Hossa taking it back up the wing. He looks to move in. He pulls up. Takes a shot, and Holtby makes the save. Alright, so quick few shots on goal early here in this game. So here we go with Brad Richards taking the face-off in the offensive zone from Blackhawks. Oh, Jowerson gets checked. Here comes O'D to play defense. And Jowerson picks up the puck in the defensive end. He's going to take it back up the ice with Kane on the wing. And an offside is called.
Brower's a type of player that loves to get involved physically, and he did right in the middle of that huge collision.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt for Jowerson. Well, we've got our first line out as Taze is getting ready to take off the face-off. And Taze wins another one. Oh, but Hossa is offside again. And for those of you who don't follow the game of hockey, this might be something new to you, but for me, since I'm such an avid hockey fan, this is no strange territory for me. Alright, Seabrook with Backstrom taking back up the ice. A shot on goal. By the cat. Oh, it's taken away! Another save by Crawford. Expert goaltending here. Ooh, and Crawford covers. Oh, but he coughs it up! Oh, Ovechkin scores!
So sometimes the goaltender can't do anything about what's happened in front of him. What a mess defensively.
He had a wide open net.
The Capitals struck first, and we're not even halfway through this opening period.
Alright, so the Capitals get the early goal
Allowed them to get this lead.
with the Capitals winning another face-off as Kane picks up in his offensive zone. And Kane has it poke checked away by a Capitals defenseman. As it's given to Kane and he's checked hard. And Crawford passes it out. Rink wide pass to Shaw. He gets to the high slot. Score! Patrick Kane on the deflection to tie the game.
Kane's teammates know when he's on the ice, he's going to the front of the net, and he redirected that puck. Hope he's out square to the shot. The puck's deflected, and the change in direction makes it really difficult for him.
Look at that hand-eye coordination to redirect that puck into the net. Goaltender had no chance. So goal one for Patrick Kane, assisted by Andrew Shaw and Johnny Oduya. Taze is set to take the face-off at center ice, and he wins it. Pass up the wing to Sharp, who's checked. And icing is called. Alright, here goes Taze to take another good face-off. Oh, and that face-off is won by the Capitals. As Keith lands a solid check on the Capitals defenseman. Ooh, Hossa with a good move, takes it back up the wing. Ooh, he had it stolen away by... Oh, Hossa with a good poke check. He's going to circle to the high slot. And shoot one! Ooh, and that missed the net. Seabrook recovers it. Out to the point to Keith. Keith takes another shot. And that's blocked out front. And Holtberg is forced to make a save. Good puck movement by the Blackhawks early. As now Brad Richards is set to take the face off the offensive zone. Oh, and here comes Shaw with a good chance. Right off the face-off, he's going to circle around with the puck for a little bit. Get out to the high slot and take a drive. And hope he makes the save again with Richards there in case of a rebound. But since there isn't one, another face-off will ensue in the offensive zone for the Blackhawks. Now Kruger is in to take the face-off. You have Seabrook and Keith as his defenseman. Kruger wins the face-off. Keith rink wide to, who is that, Versteeg. Oh, but he's checked. And then Kruger lands a good solid check. And then here comes Seabrook up to play defense. Ooh, and Versteeg blocks the shot. Ooh, and then another shot on goal by the Capitals. Here comes Seabrook back up the wing. He banks one to Bickle, who is offside.
Play is whistled down. It is offside. Kruger's in a position where he knows somebody's looking to run him through the end boards.
Here comes Taze to take the face-off in the center ice. And the Capitals win another face-off.
Teammate comes in. He moves that one ahead through center.
Ooh, another good save there by Crawford. Oh, and Ovechkin gets another goal. Right out in front.
Ovechkin skating, got him to the front of the net and was able to put in that second chance opportunity. Pucks to the net need to be deflected into the corner. Because the goaltender can't do that, the goal scorer is able to pounce on the rebound.
Alright, Richards set to take the face off at center ice. Need to get momentum back into the Blackhawks. Because they need it if they want to win this Winter Classic. Seabrook with a good recovery. He passes up to Keith. He's going to take it into the zone. He's going to take a shot and score! Duncan Keith ties the game with 1.5 minutes left to go in the first.
Keith's quick flick of the wrist put this puck in from the high slot. Holtby's got an excellent glove hand, but his desperation attempt here is not enough. Up over the glove and in.
Beautiful move to get to the high slot, and he just flicks it right over the glove of Holtby. Taves wins another face-off. Sharp lost it but recovered. He's going to pass out to Keith. And with a few seconds to spare here in overtime, the Capitals just going to chew out the remaining seconds here in overtime. But one more shot before the horn sounds, and that will do it for the first period.
That's one period, 4 goals scored. Divide them in half, you've got our score. We turn to the shots on goal. Heavy for one, light for the other. 11 for the Capitals and 5 for Chicago. Keith's shot became his goal. It tied the game, and we had to break.
So that is the end of the first period. So our successes are we're capitalizing on our scoring chances, which is always good. And we runs to set play off the rush. So that's good. But then things we need to improve on are we need to be tighter defensively and not allow so many goals. And the Capitals, who cares about the Capitals? So here we see where all of our shots were at. Duncan Keith got the goal with 1.5 minutes to go in the first. So now let's go ahead and enter the second period.
First period has been played. Second period about to start. A look ahead. The Hawks goaltender hasn't been perfect, but without him, the score could be a lot worse. Expect to see better team defense from his guys and try to turn the tables the other way.
Taves won the opening face-off, but a penalty is going to be coming up on the Capitals, and Chicago is going to go on the power play.
On their penalty total, and this one's for slashing. That's a
the penalty is for slashing.
Anytime that you slide your bottom hand up your stick and swing your stick, you're going to the box.
Nicholas Backstrom gets to sign the penalty for 2 minutes.
Chicago's power play opportunity number is 1. This one, the first one.
Well, here comes Sharp taking the face-off. And the Capitals are able to clear the zone. Heath picks it up in his defensive end and looks to take it back up the ice. He makes a good lead pass on the side and takes it into the zone. Side of the high slot with the shot, and Holtby got the glove on that one. Keith to go down to his defensive end to pick it up, and the rush will start again.
On the power play, puck taken by Keith. And he pushes it on through mid-ice.
Keith steps in. Oh, and another shot. The goaltender has to make another excellent save as Richards is back now defensively to pick it up. He's going to take it up into the zone. He took a shot, and Saad runs into the goaltender. That won't go unpunished. And here we go. We're going to have a bit of a scrap between Saad and Chimera for the Capitals. Saad landing some amazing right-handers. And Saad looks to definitely have the upper hand in this fight. And he takes down Chimera of the Capitals.
Chicago's changed the energy in the building. The crowd is angry. The boos are raining down on top of them.
So Jason Chimera and Brandon Saad both get a 5-minute major for fighting. But Chicago is still on the power play here, as Nicholas Backstrom's 2 minutes for slashing still hasn't expired yet. Richards wins the face-off. He sends it over to Kane, who takes a shot! And that one is rebounded out to center ice and cleared back down.
Chicago's seeing the penalty clock bleeding down to the last few seconds.
Taves to Kane, who takes a shot! Oh, and the goaltender is forced to make another beautiful save. Richards is going to be forced to check it back up, and now it's picked up by Patrick Kane. He's going to go up to the center of the ice. Moves by a couple of defenders, steps in, and almost got a shot away, but it was poke-checked away by a Capitals defender. Ooh, a Shark now comes up with the puck. He takes a shot, and that one was inadvertently blocked. Comes over to Kane again, who takes a shot. Erskine and Taze battle in the corner. As it comes around, Oduya's back to play defense as he steps right in. And Oduya picks up the puck and takes it back up the ice. He makes a good lead pass to Kruger, but has it stolen away. Crawford is forced to make another save, and he will cover. Got some activity in front of the net between Oduya. Crawford makes an excellent pad stop and covers to freeze the puck. He doesn't want Washington to have any momentum. As Peter Regan is now set to take the face-off in the circle dot. Ooh, and another pad stop by Crawford keeps his team alive. Seabrook recovers defensively and takes it back up the ice. He makes a good lead pass to Regan, or so he thought, but it was just out of his reach. Oh, but Smith, good poke check. Regan takes a shot. And that goes off the goaltender, and he's forced to make another save. It's poked on back to Keith, who jukes a defender and takes another shot. But that one went wide of the net. Peter Regan comes in to play deep, to play offense. But he has it stripped away from him. And it's back. It's a 3-on-1 for a moment. Oh, and Crawford makes an excellent pad stop. Oh, and that one hit the post. Lots and lots of action here. Can Keith clear the zone? Yes, he manages to shove it on to Regan, who's being harassed by several Capitals defenders. He stops and takes a shot. Puck loose out in front. As now it's Keith back to play defense in his own zone. As Johansson now sends it to the back, and Crawford makes a good pad stop. Keith recovers the puck. Keith has a poke checked away. Ooh, and he checks Backstrom into the boards. Oh, a beautiful centering pass is shut down. Shaw takes it back up the wing. He moves to the middle. He recovers. Takes the high slot, takes a shot, and that got deflected. Back out to Hjalmarsson, who steps up and takes a shot, and that one inadvertently blocked. Hjalmarsson has it poke checked away by Chimera. And back come the Capitals. Look at Brad Richards. He sees an opportunity. But it was icing.
Guys are going to get all over him for this one. The net was empty. The goalie was fishing for nickels. And he still rang it off the iron.
Now it's Taze who looks to take a face-off in the offensive zone for the Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks win it.
Nick Leddy gets the call here, and he is checked hard. Now it's Roosevelt back to play defense as time expires here in the second intermission.
20 minutes to go. Nothing to save it for now. A look at the shots on goal through 2. 16 for Chicago and 12 for the Capitals.
The Capitals only got one shot on goal the entire second period, and it was that one.
This shot off the post. Intermission is coming.
And with that, we'll take an intermission. So our successes were we're capitalizing on our scoring chances, which is really good, and the same one from earlier. But our coaching adjustments is we need to take away their chances to get the puck deep. So what we need to do is we need to take their chances and turn them into offensive opportunities. So in the second period, there were no goals scored in the second period. However, there were multiple shots. Because now the shot totals are 16 for Chicago and 12 for the Capitals. And with that, we will start the final period. Hopefully, we can rewrite history in the Winter Classic, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't that be something? We can do something that the Chicago Blackhawks didn't do, and that's win the 2015 Winter Classic. Staines gets tied up on a face-off there. As Orpik now picks it up defensively. Ooh, Taze checks him. As this one is sent back behind the net. and sent around in front for a shot. Oh, Patrick Sharp gets thrown to the boards. But now Sharp controls the puck as he looks to take it up the wing, but he gets stripped of it there. And Crawford comes out to play this puck. He's going to pass it on to Seabrook, who looks to pass it up to Taze, who gets it up to Sharp. Lucky that wasn't offsides, and Sharp takes a shot and throws to drive into the net, and Holtby is forced to make another save.
The Capitals are getting great goaltending. Here's another great glove save. This should really spark the team.
Richards is now set to take in the face-off. And he loses that face-off as Jomerson comes back to play defense. Brower and Leitch play. Oh, and beautifully intercepted by Shaw at center ice. He takes back up the wing.
Moved along and in.
He tries to center one to Richards, but Richards has his stick tied up. Richards takes it back over to where he just was. Oh, and he gets stripped of the puck there by Carlson. Jomerson and Oduya back to play defense now for the Blackhawks. Jomerson looks to check him as he does so successfully. Jomerson takes back up and makes a beautiful lead pass to Kane, but Kane was offside. Uh-oh. Shaw's going to get into scrap. Shaw's dropped his gloves. He's having a yard sale, and here we go. Our second fight of the game. Brower lands the first punch, but Shaw rallies in a couple of rights. And Shaw is down! So Brower's won that fight, and Shaw and Brower will both head to the penalty box for 5 minutes for fighting.
This fight's mercifully ended for the visitors. The home crowd is ecstatic. They're making all kinds of noise.
Patrick Kane gets a 2-minute minor for roughing, and it's 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Staines wins an all-important face-off, and Keith looks to take it back up the ice. The defenseman walks right in with a shot, and Holtby is forced to make a save, and he coughed it up. But he recovers. Niskanen and Sharp had some contact in front of the net, nothing too major. As Keith has had multiple shots on goal this game, and Taze is set to take another face-off for the Blackhawks on his power play. But Taze gets that tied up on that face-off, and Keith and Seabrook are back to play defense for the Blackhawks. Keith battles there in the corner boards. Ooh, and a drive is stopped there. Another drive! Another save by Crawford. Remarkable goaltending for both teams as we are approaching 9.5 minutes to go. Oh, Hossa walks right in! Taze gets stripped of the puck there. He tried to have a good centering opportunity, but he couldn't do it. Oh, and another save by Crawford. He passes it out to Keith, who looks to make a good lead pass to Jonathan Taze. Jonathan Taze stalls with the puck now, moves by a couple defenders, but had it stripped of him. Now Jomerson looks to come back and play defense. Oh, and a beautiful poke check there. Saves a possible scoring opportunity. His rink-wide pass misses Kane, and the Capitals can keep it in the zone. Oh, and a beautiful save made there by Crawford after he gave up a rebound.
Crawford's always had excellent leg speed. Here he makes a great pad stop.
Look at that pad stop. Look how close it came in to going in and giving the Capitals an advantage. So close. Mere inches separate the Capitals for a lead. Peter Regan is set to take in the face-off, and he gets tied up, and Ovechkin off the face-off scores! He gets the hat trick. With that, the Capitals take a 3-2 lead. That was the final score in the Winter Classic. But I need to score another goal in less than 5 minutes if I want to rewrite history. I need to score another 2 goals in 5 minutes if I want to rewrite history. I did it in the first period. Can I do it again in the third? It's going to be a daunting task against the Capitals, but Peter Regan wins an important face-off, and Saad takes it back up the ice. He dodges a couple defenders, and that shot got inadvertently blocked again. Good defense by the entire Capitals line, as it's taken right back up the ice again. And another pad stop by Crawford. Saad takes it down in the corner. He has a poke checked away, but Regan is there to recover. He makes a good lead pass to Smith, who touches back up so he won't go offside. Regan's back to play defense, and did he ever knock his man over? My goodness. Seabrook recovers in the corner. He moves by a couple of defenders. Good lead pass to Regan. Takes it back up the ice. Crisscrosses, shoots, and a save by Holtby is made there. With under a minute to go in this game, what can happen?
We'll take a look back at the hat trick and you see how he's exploded into the open ice, and whenever he's had the puck, it's not.
There's the first goal by Ovechkin. Let's take a look at his other two. So Alexander Ovechkin is the only man who has scored a goal for the Washington Capitals. And here's an all-important face-off in the offensive zone for Jonathan Toews. He wins the face-off. Out to the point to Seabrook. He gets checked and stripped of the puck. The Blackhawks need to recover quickly if they want to have another chance, as they're down to 40 seconds to go in the game. Ooh, and Crawford makes a good save. He coughs it up, and Sharp recovers along the left wing. Here he comes back up the ice. He's going to take it right on in with a shot, and Holtby makes another glove save. Here's some contact between Toews and Carlson now, after the play, as there's less than a half a minute to go in this game. Will the Blackhawks pull the goalie? Yes, they will, as Crawford now is going to the bench. Extra attacker on, and the net empty. Toews wins the faceoff. It's out to Keith. Seabrook takes a shot from the point. Holtby makes a great glove save with 22.1 seconds to go in the game. More contact between Toews and Carlson. This is heating up, folks. What can the Washington Capitals do to slow the offensive attack of the Blackhawks? Seabrook took a great shot from the point, as it looked like it almost got redirected there by Hossa. But Toews is at the front of the net to make any kind of offensive rebound. Highly likely. Now Toews needs to win this faceoff, and he doesn't. Now. Oh, and they score on the empty net. Ovechkin scores his 4th goal of the game, and that just about seals the deal for the Chicago Blackhawks. And there's Ovechkin's empty netter, giving the Washington Capitals their 4th goal of the game. Well, looks like I'm going to come up just a few goals short of rewriting history, folks. Unfortunately, the Blackhawks are going to have to take a loss today here at the Nationals Arena. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the game. The Washington Nationals beat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-2 as Alexander Ovechkin scores 4 goals. Unfortunately, the Washington Capitals had a better game than the Chicago Blackhawks, and don't underestimate me, folks. I did try my best to win this game. This is actually my first time playing it on Superstar, as here we take a look back at the goals scored. Keith had a good wrister, and here's the fight between Saad and Chimera. Johansson crashes the net. The scrap between Browner and Shaw, and there's Ovechkin's face-off goal. It's all Ovechkin for the Capitals as they take the win 4-2. So here's a look at your 3rd intermission stats. So the Capitals win 4-2, and Alexander Ovechkin scores on an empty netter with 15 seconds to go in the 3rd. Well, that, folks, is going to do it for our NHL 15 gameplay of the reenactment of the Winter Classic. This is XX Overlord 57XX signing out.